a very close race for playoffs here in the North American Strikers League, and it has been announced that if you're in playoffs, you are not going to be relegated this season. So that is
Oh,
a pretty big milestone to reach.
absolutely. These players are definitely fighting for something right now. And yeah, like you said, a couple of really good records here. 3-3 versus, well, 3-3 actually. Kind of a big number to change here for this entire series. But like you said, we're gonna have a full roster. It's gonna be a big one here. We have the starting perks, of course, Monumentalist and Prize Fighter. We have Monumentalist, Finny, and Era. Everyone else has Prize Fighter here. So kind of a big damage game starting on Taiko, kind of a damage map here. And I'll go ahead and start us off, Saya, for this big one.
Yeah, the prize fighter looking a little scary, as well as that Monumentalist, something to look out for on both the Finny and the Era here. Loy Bunn on this momentum boots. Finny goalie, momentum boots has been talked about a lot, and Liari just finding a quick snipe for the first KO. But yeah, momentum boots on Finny, it was mentioned in chat, it was mentioned by Vaughn as well in general, on the stream even, at the LAN, a bit of a featured segment, but the additional speed does a lot of work on this Finny goal. You already see Lilybun moving all the way across the map and just has so much control from the midfield line.
Absolutely. I can't really deny how good Monumental Boosts are. I mean, I used to always run Strike Shot on Finny, but I think I might have actually been converted here because the speed really is pretty incredible. As long as you also have Finny's base speed too, you can kind of walk in front of things like this Asher and make it so your strike wars aren't as like costly or whatever it is. But yeah, that Monumentalist big finish is actually going to be the thing that's going to seal the deal here. It's going to be really tough for actually a character like Rasmus to get it out of that Monumentalist. Hopefully they can get Dropletto in there to help it out if it shows up on some of these barriers. But yeah, we're going to have Bunn Bunn Bonanza here starting off with a good point. Lots of damage is definitely coming out here. We can see the prize fighters going a little crazy.
Yeah, and we saw Scyther on the DREKAR experiment last week as well. I believe it was not quite successful, but it was against Demons Raw after all, who are still undefeated with their main roster in the regular season of the North American Strikers League. A crazy statistic. As in this particular matchup, it is looking to do much better as Liari does burn the flip, but Scyther's building up a lot of meter of his own. And Dropletto in the corner, but it's a 2v1. Scyther getting the KO, and it's all Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Yep, big power play right now, and as you said, of course, we have the DREKAR forward on Scyther. Yeah, the experiment may be turning out to be successful right now. Hypothesis confirmed, perhaps, as we get a nice strike there, flip, redirect there. Scyther gonna grab a nice goal there on the underside of Obscure Breads. 2-0 right now in this set. We got a couple of prize fighter stacks here for the Bonanza. And it looks like Bozo Bunch is falling a little bit farther behind. It's kind of how prize fighter works, right? The farther you get ahead, the farther you continue to get ahead. And the farther ahead you get, I mean, you just do more damage, and it just kind of scales that way, which is pretty incredible. We already see big character like Asher, Dropletto looking quite weak right now, but the Monumental is almost good enough to get Scyther on out of there, looking at just about no health, but they do end up getting a confirm on Dropletto there, and this power play could mean a set win here for Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
They're looking to take it 3-0, take it pretty quickly as Scyther has the confident dribbles on the Taiko, drums into the lock-in load, stunning Obscure Breads at the perfect moment. Isn't even allowed to use flip if it's not used preemptively. 3-0 now, and the DREKAR first pick, I mean, the Bozo Bunch might have just been outwitted in this matchup in this first game.
It is certainly possible. A couple of nice things here for DREKAR. Heavy Impact, Aerials, Catalyst, Ponder, all pretty solid things here. I mean, you're going to be hitting a lot of stuff with your lock and load there, so Heavy Impact is completely acceptable for your cooldown reduction. A little bit of speed here showing up for Obscure Breads, goalie basic. Got some Catalyst on the opposing goalie to probably deny it here from the Asher, but taking Ponder is quite good as well. Deadeye is going to go perfectly with this prize fighter strategy here. Glass Cannon also pretty strong, good for speed and everything. Era's not going to be like killing people directly, but the Maelstrom might be able to do that job by itself, and I would say that I kind of feel like I like what Bozo Bunch here got a little bit more, I'm not going to lie, as far as utility.
Really? I'm a bit of a fan of the pickups on Bunn Bunn's side, so we're a little bit split in that aspect, especially with the Deadeye and the Heavy Impact. Liari and Scyther are just going to be murdering Dropletto even more efficiently. Already staggered now, no meter available. Dropletto one cooldown away from going down. Scyther with the mind games and will pick up the lock and load KO. And these power plays are just coming on even stronger, especially with the prize fighter stacking up.
Yeah, I'm a fool, actually. Everything I just said was trash. They are actually playing perfectly into this kill dynamic, and shows instantly as they destroy Dropletto there. They're going to have this big finish right on the barrier, but the conjoined effort here of all three players is going to actually save that barrier. Lily Bunn going to lose theirs in return, but also going to grab a power play on the backside. One more barrier here remains for the Bozo Bunch. They're going to get a triple push in here a little bit here. Lily Bunn going to come in with the flip. Not going to spend it just yet, but they do end up getting the barrier here. The point is just about at their fingertips. Dropletto spending a couple of cooldowns to get some kind of control following the Maelstrom. It's not going to work out in that situation, though. Scyther not opting to flip there, and they're actually going to have Bozo Bunch regain control, but it's going to be a power play for Bunn Bunn Bonanza now.
Scyther, so much meter, so many KOs, still staying alive somehow. Bounced off the Pat Splitter, but manages to survive, and Liari finds the goal, which means that's a flip preserved, that's a life preserved, that's the 3 prize fighter stacks preserved for Scyther 12 Bunn Bunn. Extremely happy with the outcome of that particular point, and as they head into the next one, they have 2 flips online. Obscure Breads and Drop do have theirs, but they're the ones who got the point, and they just erase Dropletto's energy. They find another KO. They're just playing this composition so incredibly well.
Yeah, this DREKAR is really just in position to destroy at every turn, and it's just working out so perfectly. This, again, experiment seems to have been confirmed as an actual success right now, as we have Scyther just kind of the king of damage, king of the barriers, and just looking relatively unstoppable right now. I mean, it could be not only the damage and the knockback of Pummeler's prize fighter, but maybe more cooldown here from this impact. Of course, 20% harder is also pretty incredible. So, I mean, this DREKAR might just be the secret pick here for some of these kill comps.
Yeah, it's looking to be quite effective here now, as Dropletto's in a lot of danger, saved by the Taiko drum, but still taking a lot of damage, grabbing an orb, but still pretty low, as Obscure Breads is forced to play a little bit of forward for the moment, but that means the barrier goes down, and Dropletto is just getting chunked out by every single piece of chip damage from the entirety of Bunn Bunn Bonanza now, and they are just pushing forward with a lot of meter built up as well. Dropletto once again forced to retreat to get an orb. Obscure Breads forced to rotate forward, and Bozo Bunch are getting the hang of the rotates to stay alive, but they're always on the back foot here.
Yeah, on the back foot of health as well. Back foot on the barriers. It's just a really tough situation right now, as the opposing team, Bunn Bunn Bonanza, has lots of stacks, lots of extra damage, and lots more cooldown right now, just putting up so much pressure that the resources are being used kind of inefficiently. We have a barrier success, but actually just a flip failure there from Dropletto, unfortunately. Going to cover the whole net there with the misdirection. It's going to work out. Okay, the pendulum swing to get it past Scyther here, and going to maintain a little bit of possession, but they're in the big finish there. Kind of switching possession once more here. A topside push is going to be good. Okay, really great pass there from I to Dropletto to get it right past Lily Bunn. Even all that speed, not going to be just enough for that point, but again, they do kind of have a mountain to climb right now, and they're only going to take more and more damage as the game continues.
Yeah, Obscure Breads with the defensive flip available will have a little bit of room to play with, but as you said, it's just going to be more and more damage here, as that's a KO on Muncher. Obscure Breads burning the flip on defense means Scyther has a lot of room to work with on the offense. Is taken a little bit low. If Dropletto can find a trade KO, that could be pretty massive here, but Scyther staying alive just long enough. Molten Bolts in and continues to push forward. And that Scyther 12 guy used to be a goalie, so perfectly comfortable just standing back in the goal box.
Yep, definitely not any stranger to blocking any of these barriers right now, but hey, I in a really great position to grab that barrier. Big deal. Scyther going to spend the flip, and everyone's going to get stunned just long enough for Scyther to get on in there and get that goal. Grab another set, most likely the MVP here. What else can DREKAR possibly get? A missile prop would just be relatively catastrophic for the opposing team, but maybe even rapid fire is what they're looking for, or, you know, you could deny your stagger. There's a lot of different opportunities here when you're going a kill build.
Yeah, they might go denying stagger here on both Lily Bunn and Scyther. Might go rapid fire, or no, it's looking like a stagger deny. Again, no, Stinger, okay. Knows that Reptile Remedy or peak performance will fall down eventually, so it doesn't opt for that. And Dropletto now needs to survive, but it'll still be very, very tough to do so. It is but one stagger awakening against a lot of damage, plus a Stinger, which is percent. So it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if Reptile Remedy is gonna help in some situations, but not that one. Or that one, as Scyther just grabs 2 blasts right to the face, locks and loads in this double power play here. Bunn Bunn Bonanza gonna have no problem putting this one in against I with basically no cooldowns, and that was kind of nasty, and also, like, not flashy at all. Like, everyone kind of just walked towards the edge, and Scyther was just having a party there, and that was a ridiculous point there. We'll probably not see that again, but Yeah, good on Scyther to echolocate those kills there.
Yeah, capitalized on it very, very well, and that's the issue with Obscure Breads and Dropletto pushing up so far, right? You end up having to go near the edge in these Taiko corners, and you become very, very vulnerable. That's a damage boost on Dropletto, actually. So Scyther could have gotten that KO, but a good elusive and a good pull by Obscure Breads on the defense. As Liari now in the top corner, but Scyther will just catch those opportunities again. The nature of the map, Taiko Temple, many maps in Omega Strikers forcing you to play near the edges here, and Scyther and Liari are just converting off of every opportunity.
This is like, they are master locked in right now. Like, this is like such a, this feels like such a no problem game here for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. Something about what's happening right now feels like this is the 18th time that they've done this today.
And it's the Bozo
so
map pick.
Familiar.
This is the Bozo Bunch map pick.
And, I mean, look at them work this. I mean, boy, this is not going in their favor right now. Scyther just blasts the flip once again. Obscure Breads, and it's too close to really react. He's spending everything he can, but, man, that was... They did not even break a sweat. I swear they didn't break a sweat at all.
Yeah, I believe that was 9-1, right? The closest you can get to a clean sweep.
I think you're right. You're right.
It's hard to 9-0 in the North American Strikers League.
We did see it, though.
We did see it previously, but not here. Not this time.
Sure. But yeah, wow. That was a stomp dominance, masterfully done. Like, that was like a perfectly engineered comp on a map that they didn't even pick. But it's as if they definitely did pick it. They were so locked in. Everything was perfect. Scyther was so ready to just get those kills on the edge of Taiko, and that is definitely going to be lingering in the minds of Bozo Bunch when they're working on these next maps here for sure. It's going to be, what is that small one? Is that Oni Village? Okay, Oni Village is, that is not an easy map to get a kill on.
And also, shout out to Zioshioshi64. The map icons, making them a little bit more readable at 2 pixels wide.
Yeah, I can read it. 2 pixels wide. Check it out. Oni Village.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bozo Bunch is going to do a lot better. I think they're easily going to... I mean, it's hard to do worse than... No shade, but it is hard to perform less good. I don't know. I'm trying not to show shade, but, you know, I think they're going to do better.
No, I get what you mean. Like,
no shade, guys.
Bunn Bunn Bonanza were very dominant in that game. They came prepared, and they just swept. So... It's gonna take quite a bit, but we'll see the starting awakenings. We'll see if things have changed. And actually, one of the more interesting starters. It's stacks on stacks on Oni Village.
Oh, that's like high power here. This is gonna be some movement.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be flying.
There's not gonna be many KOs like you said, but every single KO is gonna matter so much more, especially with those pancakes flying around. It's gonna be a pretty interesting game. Is probably going to go long, and we'll see what the Bozo Bunch can do on the core control.
Yeah, you know, it could be interesting here. I wouldn't be too surprised if we have... What do you think Dropletto is going to go... Because it's an interesting thing to think, because if everyone in the game has stacks, and one person, say one forward dies, they just instantly become the kill target for, like, the next point, the whole set, basically. That's easy kill for the next set. So if they can manage... If one of the teams can manage to get a kill like midway through, I think that's going to be a big deal if they can kind of like stagger somebody and get them kind of out of there. I mean, man, if everyone around you has stacks and you don't, it feels pretty terrible. You can't do anything.
Yeah, and looking at the picks and bans, of course, the 3 priority picks on this map, quite potentially the 3 best characters here, are being knocked away. But I want to talk about the draft approach here from Bunn Bunn Bonanza. They pick Dubu now, which leaves Kazan up. They're kind of daring the Bozo Bunch here. Is Dropletto confident in the Kazan? Because otherwise, they're getting Kazan for free on last pick. And
yeah,
like Rasmus and Kazan are the 2 brawlers that you want on this map. They core control, they move around the map. And the Bozo Bunch are thinking about it, and
that's interesting. Vice, I feel like, is less seen pick on Oni Village, but maybe the movement. I think it's like goalie Vice here right now.
Wait. Apparently they mispicked.
Oh, that's not good.
I think they mispicked and they meant to pick Ju. Okay, they're saying they meant to pick Julie on the Vice slot, but like.
Oh.
Otherwise, well, they're still getting Kazan for free, so the Bunn Bunn Bonanza Gambit came through,
All
but
right. That is fine. Man, they took Drekar. I guess Drekar goalie here, right? For maybe Bread's eye on the Kai. Drekar goalie is relatively acceptable here.
yeah,
Now is fine.
yeah, the Drakkar goalie's a bit of a signature pick, for that guy for Obscure Breads. We've seen many clips of him saving it over and over again. But yeah,
I'm probably not going to see anybody with bulk up. I think Stacks is just too good, too good when everyone is even at the start. You cannot be the one without Stacks. They do get Kazan. Bunn Bunn Bonanza, Scyther, Kazan, pretty good. Liari with the good old now, and definitely Lily Bun hanging out on this Dubu. Kind of pretty good comfort picks there. It should be interesting. I feel like Vice just a little less control on this map. Maybe it gets made up because of the stacks, but I don't know. I kind of like Bun Bun's. I kind of like Bun Bun's comp a little more, even if this could be Now's worst map. Could be. Hard to say.
it'll be it'll be a little interesting.
Oh, hold on. It's not Vice. Sorry. It's Juliet. So they actually have Juliet forward, Drekar goalie, and Kai. So with Juliet, like you said, they're doing the Juliet, yeah. Don't worry, chat. We're gonna figure this out.
Oh, just a bit of a mess. Well,
Isn't everything?
yeah.
Are they gonna redo it?
Okay, so we have come to a bit of a conclusion here.
All right, all right.
It will be a remake, and Bozo Bunch will lose the ban.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how we're gonna roll with it because
Weird.
Bunn Bunn doesn't want to make them play that composition on Oni Village, and
Is it not easy enough to simply just replace the Vice with the Julie?
well, the, I mean, it's not that easy because the Bunn Bunn pick was based on them looking at this composition, so it's a bit of a mess.
It was it? Because Vice was second to last pick. Wouldn't it only be
No,
Scyther
no,
that?
but they thought that like that was like a counter pick. It's interesting, but
All right,
we'll just see
remake.
how
It's
it
all good.
goes.
It's all good. Remake. So they lose. Shoot, I missed it. What did they ban before?
Previously they banned Estelle, and this time they're picking away the Estelle. They do not want Liari on the Estelle, but this is a big pickup because it means that Kai is open. It means that Kai is not being picked by Muncher, and that changes the draft quite a bit here.
Yeah, they're gonna grab that Kai for sure.
Yeah, most likely it's gonna
right
be Liari
onto.
Kai here. Oh no, it's Lilybun Kai.
Lily Bun Kai.
And they're still dropping that Scyther pick, so they're still doing the same strategy of saying, we know you're not comfortable on the Kazan, and we'll see what happens.
Huh. They think Scyther's not comfortable on Kazan?
Or Bunn Bunn thinks that Dropleto's not comfortable enough on Kazan to pick it away here. And they will indeed pick the Juliet on the Bozo side, which is pretty interesting for Bunn Bunn. I wonder what they're gonna go. They're probably still gonna go the Kazan, most likely, but they could pick something else. Like that, there's a decent possibility.
Surely we'll still see Drekar here for Obscure Breads. Yep, still showing up here. Oh, it was. Are we doing new Awakenings here then? Siege Machine Twin Drive, or are we keeping?
Yeah, it is New Awakenings. It's a new draft, and so.
That's interesting. Okay,
That's what they meant. They wanted to pick Asher if they saw the Juliet. Okay.
Oh. Okay, fine.
Huh.
All right. This is kind of interesting. I feel like without the it's without the core control of like Zentaro, Kazan, Rasmus. All the brawlers here are pretty fair and balanced, and I mean, I wouldn't say that Juliet or Asher is too crazy on this map. So, and no stacks to help him out. This is going to be kind of a. I feel like this is going to be kind of a drawn out one here. I think that we're going to have a tough time setting up kills with these slow brawlers here, but you know, first to do it, we'll grab that barrier, and it's going to be way easier. So we'll have to see what's up. All these fair characters. Fair characters, guys? No Kazan, no Zentaro? What the heck?
Well, we'll have to see how it goes. Lots of possibilities open in this particular game.
Yeah, Oni Village invites a lot of opportunity with core control. It's hard to get kills on this map, but not impossible. I don't think we'll be seeing many kills, especially with Now also on the other side of the board. Probably not going to get any kills against Bunn Bunn, but you know, still possible. Now has a small health pool here, no stagger really at all, but we're finally getting on in here, guys. After an extra remake, we'll check some awakenings in just a moment here. Everyone taking Twin Drive except for Obscure Breads, getting a little bit of a projectile range on the lock and load, which is completely fair. Strike shot, but Scyther grabbing magnetized souls on the brawler here, so that's an interesting thing to keep lookout for. It's really interesting to think because I feel like Slicks is so good offensively and defensively, but we shall see how Magnetized Souls works for this match.
Yeah, I think the thought process is, of course, like Slicks has been nerfed, Maxwell's has been buffed, but also Asher, right? That character is not getting the core, especially if you're dead like that. So getting that unconditional speed, as long as like speed that's not dependent on the core, might be what Bunn Bunn is looking at here. But Dropletto is looking quite good on the Juliet, of course. Always the meme about Dropletto solo queue Julia win rate, but has looked pretty solid on it every single time, has converted, and that's exactly what both brawlers are looking to do here, and that is convert when the core is brought to them by their midfielders.
Absolutely. I do think that Juliet does a slightly better job of confirming barriers and goals than Asher does, and I also think that Estelle does a kind of a way better job on Oni Village than Now does. So I really I really like the comp here from Bozo Bunch, as we Estelle is kind of just like S tier pick on this map, and we do have Kai Goalie here as we're gonna have Dropletto get a nice dash punch there on the top side against Lilybun. We have Kai Goalie, not as effective as Kai forward on the map here, so I'm just gonna give it to Bozo Bunch right now. I like their comp. I like what they're going for.
Yeah, it's interesting because Lilybun has played the Dubu a lot, the lockdown goalies, quite a bit, and that's what we see her performing a ton on. But as I say that, two barriers open up on the other side, the volatility of the gameplay really shining through here, as Obscure Breads does have the flip available in the corner, is forced to use it, but Scyther 12 with the backup of Liari secondary just completely stuffs that flip, gets it out of there, gets a goal. And yeah, like you were mentioning, the Kai goalie pick, although in a vacuum it is very, very solid, in the raw defense, in the 1v1 against the brawler, it can sometimes feel bad compared to a melee goalie. Like, you do get much more presence in the midfield when you have a midfielder plus a Kai goalie, but wait a second, that's Obscure Breads getting slightly off track. That's a path splitter perfectly set up, and can't even finish a sentence. Another quick goal from the Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Yeah, these things happen. I agree exactly with what you're saying. Juliet having Slicks actually can like lose the strike ward to a barrage, and after having a strike ward and still have the slick speed to go get the ball, Scyther actually doesn't have that benefit if they lose like a strike ward to like a light lock and load. So I don't know. I feel like Bozo Bunch kind of has it all right now, and yeah, they're gonna get a beautiful piercing shot. Lilybun flying a little bit too close to the sun there, gonna get blasted on in, dying, losing any energy that they had, and granting a little bit more experience over to Bozo Bunch there, who's now evened up this set, and they really want to grab a couple of nice awakenings here. Maybe they'll grab the stacks that was Forsaken just moments ago.
Maybe, but they still have to win, right? It's still 2-2. Still a pretty awkward spot. If Scyther 12 can find a big play, a good shot from Lilybun even across the map, that can make a big difference here. But Dropletto and Muncher do have flips available. They do have the capability to make plays, but Bunn Bunn Bonanza are playing around them, making sure they don't get a flip too close to the net here. And one is indeed wasted by Eye on the bottom side. Now Dropletto looking to not waste one. Has the flip in front of the net. Has the Flame Flurry. Sneaks out just a little bit. Perfect defense by Liari and Lilybun. But Dropletto's back for round 2. Looking to win a strike war. But Scyther in the goal box as well. Permanent defense coming out as Dropletto can't quite get a strike there. Another good clear from the Bunn Bunn Bonanza as they look to find a barrier. But it just avoids the barrier. And the barrier stays standing for the Bozo Bunch.
Yep, Skewerbreads had that strike shot as well to try to help out if it was going into a pretty devastating angle there, though. But we're going to have one barrier still up for Bozo Bunch. Dropletto right on the front lines here. Eye about to give a little bit of assistance there. Skewerbreads going to actually regain control of that core after it being red because of the Xeno Cloak. A little bit of a buff there for DREKAR. Now gets a red ball in overtime from Xeno Cloak, but we're actually going to have a barrier there. Really great angle from Scyther, and now Bunn Bunn Bonanza has their chance, and this is going to be actually a Bunn Bunn Bonanza. Taking the first set, getting their awakening, and shutting me up as fast as possible.
Wow, okay. Yeah, there were many opportunities for the Bozo Bunch, but Bunn Bunn Bonanza held through it all, as 3 even sometimes, and they're the ones with the first pick here. I'm looking at that Catalyst right now, but that big fish is what is opted for by Scyther 12. That additional size is going to do a lot of work in getting it around Obscure Breads. As the Bozo Bunch, not sad about this, but with how the draft pans out, they end up going for perfect form on the Estelle, which does leave Catalyst as a little treat for Lilybun, which does mean that everyone picks up so much power from this draft, and this next set's going to be really scary to watch, I think.
It should be pretty high power level. I feel like Catalyst is taking it on Lilybun is probably fine because like Dropletto would do nice with it. Of course against Barrage as well, but I feel like it's pretty low power here for Lilybun. Like ideally, if you do not dodge the dash punch and get hit, you probably lost something important there. So you're gonna try to dodge or elusive either way, but I don't know. There was prime time there, right, for Lilybun. It could have possibly been prime time for Lilybun or Liari there.
You can't let it get to Dropletto though.
The Catalyst? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. On Oni Village, you think it's like so crazy?
Yes, because that guy has the Flame Flurry ability and will build up an entire energy burst so quickly. Dropletto getting in there without the Catalyst even. And Obscure Breads, of course, picking up the missile prop. Muncher with the perfect form. I mean, they're happy with the draft, but despite the draft, it is still the Bunn Bunn Bonanza that are converting here.
Fair. Okay, I guess if it's if the Flame Flurry is as crazy as you're mentioning, then I will say that fine. This is completely acceptable here. Bunn Bunn Bonanza taking that first set there, but wow, gonna get a kill actually. I'm not really even sure who got that kill. Was it I that ended up getting a? Oh my god, the crazy Giga Blast from Lilybun. No extra power, only a buff from the last patch is gonna help that one get a kill. It's Scyther actually just being a huge threat here with this big fish that can't seem to get it past. Liari is the first one up. A power play kind of active here, but now I back with a couple of cooldowns to help it on through. Can't seem to manage a barrier, but now they're actually under a whole lot of pressure here. Scyther, maybe that little bit of a size buff was just enough that they need. Dropletto going to get completely stuffed by that barrage, though, and they're going to try to work on a push onto the bottom side here. Can Bunn Bunn Bonanza finish this one out against Obscure Breads or cause them to use a flip?
Big question here as Dropletto goes in, but it's a good elusive from Lilybun to negate the dash punch completely as Obscure Bread trying to get it out of the corner. Manages to do so against Scyther 12 for the moment. Muncher in the 1v1 with a blink back, but the barrage from Lilybun is a little bit better. As once again the barrier stands for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, the Bozo Bunch. A lot of Bs in this game and 2 flips wasted. Bottom side, they do manage to get the barrier though, but a strike war by Scyther 12, another strike shot by Obscure Breads. But again to Scyther 12, a pass goes from Liari 2-0 in this set, looking to make it 2-0 in sets.
Absolutely, yeah. The big fish really already has had a great impact for Scyther, just being big enough to cover more space and just make it so much harder to get around Asher. And that's kind of the best thing that she can do, is help squish onto one of these sides, be an unstoppable wall. And he's doing a great job of that right now as they're going to use that breakthrough to get one of those barriers here. Liari with the flip onto the bottom side. Great wait there. Actually, good patience. They're going to lose one to Dropletto, who's working on this fiery flurry here. Not much more to go with it. I not in perfect position to help out. The path splitter is going to make things awkward here for I, but who's going to hang on by a thread, and actually that thread is going to be torn in half as that breakthrough is also going to confirm that kill, and this could be a big power play here for the Bunn Buns.
Really could be, as once again Liari goes through, passes to Scyther 12, who wins the interaction afterwards. Coordinated offense from the Bunn Bunn Bonanza as they're looking like the team that really pushed Sad Boys to the limit in last season's playoffs. So once again, another draft, another scary set of awakenings in the favor of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. But there's a lot of stuff on the board, so much so that the Estelle of Muncher is guaranteed something nice. Hotshot most likely here goes for the aerials instead, and Hotshot for the DREKAR is what I'm looking at now for that cooldown reduction. But at the end of the draft, it is a little disappointing for Dropletto. Of course, extra special, not bad, but not the game changer for this Juliet.
Definitely not a game changer. Indeed, it would have been funny to see the Catalyst and the extra special show up for Juliet somehow, though. Now, I would have eaten my words on, oh, why don't you just let Juliet have it? But that would have been kind of crazy. Not going to deal with that situation, though. Going to get a dash punch to grab the first topside barrier here. I going to use a Rose Warp to try to get the next one. Almost gets slain by Scyther, but Go Elusive is going to keep them alive in this situation here. Top side here for Dropletto, doing a little bit of dribble. Actually going to punch it right over to I, who doesn't actually have a chance here to get the barrier. No cooldowns right now. Strike Shot going to help keep it in, but not going to work out yet. Nice dash punches up again for Dropletto, and that's how they're going to be making their money this game. Getting those barriers here with that dash punch. It's still just a difficult move to deal with. You're going to have to elusive every time. It almost gets a kill on the Scyther. Good defense there from Bunn Bunn.
And a great blink forward from Muncher to secure the goal there. Maybe a turnaround, because if you watch Obscure Breads, that Hotshot is doing a lot of work. The consistent cooldowns and a little bit of core speed is doing a lot for that lock and load. That primary is so much stronger now, and we're going to see it like scale up as more awakenings fall. If they manage to clutch this set out, it will be pretty huge for the Bozo Bunch on the defense. And if Obscure Breads can hold on the defense versus Scyther 12, that means a lot more room for Muncher to play with on the offense.
Yeah, true. I mean, Obscure Breads also has Missile Prop. He's got one of the better builds here for DREKAR on Oni Village. Lots of control right now. He's going to have only one barrier down for each team. Liari trying to get it on in there, but cannot seem to make it work. Looking to get a kill onto Dropletto, reset that health, regeneration. They might be able to get something. Lilybun taking the reins right now. Going to spend that flip just to hold possession right then and there. Going to switch back over to the goalie spot. Going to have Liari try to get it in there, but yeah, Obscure Breads just has so many lock-in loads right now. The cooldown reduction with the Hotshot is making a big deal, but Scyther does end up finding a kill onto I, and this is it. This is Bunn Bunn Bonanza going to use this power play and try to grab another score.
They get the barrier. They're looking for the goal now. Pass down to Scyther 12 to the top side, covered perfectly by the barrier beam. That was a hard read, too. If Obscure Breads cleared down, the core was out of there.
Really great read, actually, from Scyther. The extra size also making the barrier beam big. Covers. Man, it's funny to see Asher cover like a top clear by herself, but hey, with a little bit of extra size, anything is possible. And we're seeing it now. Scyther looking a little bit low right now, but they kind of have no shot of getting a kill on him, in my opinion, right now. But they are in a great spot to get the topside barrier, maybe pushing him to the bottom one. Using the lifeline, get back to Lilybun just for a little bit of healing here. And now we have Bunn Bunn Bonanza still with their two barriers up, though. Okay, they actually can get a score here if Scyther can keep it together, but ends up having a little war there with the gates.
It bounces back and forth, a little bit of fumbles from both sides, but in the end it is Scyther 12 who picks it up in another strike war. Lilybun to Liari to Scyther 12. And now the Bunn Bunn Bonanza just one goal away from 6-0ing the Bozo Bunch here in sets.
Yeah, looking super good right now. These Magnetized Souls might be just enough for Scyther to get on in there at the right time. Lilybun going to clear that one using evasive. Okay, they do end up holding that barrier. That was kind of big here for the Bozo Bunch. Scyther looming to maybe even threaten a kill just a moment. Okay, we got Dropletto to grab the top side barrier here. Lilybun to clear it to the bottom side here. Obscure Breads control, now handing it on over to Dropletto. And they're going to do a fight here from this top side corner, but not much is going to happen. Dropletto going to miss on a kill onto Scyther. Going to be losing that dash punch for a while. Scyther and Liari are going to try to push it onto the bottom side. We see Lilybun speeding up here with these orbs. This Orb Dancer could be making big plays right now for the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. And can they get it onto the top side here? Going to use a flip, opposing flip, actually going to get it past Scyther, but how long?
Yeah, for how long? Because Scyther 12's flip is going to be so scary. Insta flip with the dash. And it's Bunn Bunn Bonanza with a quick 2-0 in a matchup we thought would be incredibly close.
Yeah, two really strong teams when they're, you know, put together, but it looks like, man, Bunn Bunn Bonanza was just so, I don't know, like robotic. Everything was just like flowchart has right here, we go here, this is it. We go here, we go, this is perfect. Everything just felt like so perfect for Bunn Bunn Bonanza here. They did take 3 points though in that game, but man, that's certainly not enough to defeat Scyther 12-9-0. Not even looking for assists on any of these goals, but see Lilybun getting active on in there with 4 assists as well. And Man, that was tough. That Bunn Bunn Bonanza was just so on. They were in. They were in and on, man.
Yeah, it's a Bunn Bunn Bonanza that I think we're gonna see in playoffs. I mean, the sky's the limit for Bunn Bunn Bonanza if they're playing like this as we approach the final weeks of the season, and they do have some interesting matchups. The Sad Boys next week and Last Call in the final week. We'll see how it shakes out, but really good look for Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Yeah, this was super strong. This is definitely the team that got third at the last NASL. Definitely a super solid placing, especially with all the powerful teams that have been showing up now, and things have been crazy. This NASL is just as powerful as the last one, but you know, not the same players are going to be winning the same spots this time. But man, we will see, as we are going to have another match showing up in just a little bit. Bang Bang LC. Last Call is going to be pretty interesting. Funny enough, both of these teams. We'll talk about that in a minute. We going to a break, Sai, or what?
Yeah, we're going to a bit of a break here. And the next up is Bang Bang versus Last Call. This is an interesting matchup too, because for lack of a better phrase, both teams choked at LAN. Expectations were definitely higher for Bang Bang, but they had a catastrophic loss